are online now. Oh, I forgot the sound. But yeah, well, welcome everyone for another gaming night of ASPERA ad infinitum. Yeah. Who wants to give a brief summary of what happened time around?
Whose turn it is?
I'll do it. So last session, the party was started outside the gates of the fort of good old Darien One Eye, and we decided pretty quickly we don't want none of this smoke. This is well above our pay grade. So I believe we slipped a note. Did we pass the note to the wizard or to Darien?
To the wizard.
We passed the note to the wizard, telling him to venture north to Teug, because we were going to have his book there. And then he promptly fucked off and headed north. And so we promptly went west towards Mons Dumas. As we were venturing through Mons Dumas, we came across a battalion of young soldiers led by the Lord Silverlake, and we tried to direct them towards Teug to take care of the wizard, and the brave lord gallantly told us to go do it for him. Ned mind whispered to a young soldier not to die in rich men's wars, and then we ventured onward. As we were getting ready for bed down for the night, we came across a couple of costumed ogres walking down the road. Ned tried to engage with them and spur on with his bardly inspiration to perform, and then promptly got involved in a fight when they started talking about trying to eat people. We killed the ogres, and Urist took their chain and proceeded to have a very, very loud, very, very visible nervous breakdown. And that's where we left.
Okay.
Now, you forgot one thing, my friend.
What did I forget?
The night before, a bugbear snuck into our camp.
Oh god, I forgot about Buggy! I forgot about Buggy!
Buggy and his
Yes. And since our resident Disney princess wanted to make friends with him, we ended up fighting cockatrices, and Buggy got turned to stone.
My poor bestie. Yeah.
Okay. So
To be fair, he was very nice. He was much nicer than the rich guy, so.
He was.
He was.
I think he was nicer than.
Yes.
He was nicer than some of the NPCs that we've met.
Like 90% of them.
Most,
yes.
actually.
So, y'all be judging me for being friends with bugbears, but it turns out they're where it's at.
We are only friends with goblins now.
Goblin
I mean, that's
kin.
kind of Dara's.
I don't know if it.
Well, it's
is-
pretty much going that way.
There are some things that I just don't notice unless someone points out to me. Because I just said that he was nicer than most people. Do I have a tendency to make like bad NPCs? Like
No,
it's
no,
just
just
No.
some of them have attitude problems.
Yeah,
Very realistic, though. Like, not everybody that you meet is going to be a darling, especially in, like, a rough life. Like, living in medieval fantasy worlds would not be sunshines and rainbows all the time. So they're realistic.
but
This guy was just one of...
between gruff surly mayor, outright racist sergeant, ultra utilitarian does not care about life necromancer. I think the only nice people we've met have been Buggy and Darien One Eye, who just told Ned to go take a nap.
What about Hacker? Hacker was nice.
Hager, like,
Nice.
full on, like, didn't Hager deck someone in the face?
he was.
Yes,
under
but
a
he
spell.
was.
He was under a spell.
Well, he's also got super fussy that we burned down his bar, so, like, I'm holding that
I mean,
against him.
we burned down his bar. To
Well-
be fair, if somebody burned down my house, I'd have something to say for
They had
Very
no
There's-
idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
no
that-
clue
the wizard-
whatsoever.
There, I think that we deserve to determine what was burned down between which did more damage. The wizard's fireball or our firebolt.
Or candle
but
fire did. Yeah.
Yeah, you devised a bomb with alcohol and
Yeah.
Just a
We started that
Molotov
fire.
cocktail.
yeah. Anyway, so here you guys are in the middle of the road between the small settlement of Torpe, large sprawling metropolis. You still have 2 days worth of travel ahead of you. So what do you do now?
So we just woke up, correct? Have any spells I need to cast at the beginning of the day? I don't think I do.
I'm gonna make sure my hat is on and I'm looking human-ish.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yep, we're good. Vita's ready.
Anybody want some chicken jerky?
Strangely, no.
I think I'm gonna wait and see how that affects you before I try it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat one. Just gonna walk and enjoy my jerky.
Okay.
Let us know if you notice any tingling in your fingers or toes, or if they start turning gray.
Yeah.
I'm always gray.
That's a problem.
She's got you there. She's got you there.
Yeah, she does.
Now you're supposed to be under this guy's self, so. Chandara, go ahead and make me a
Oh God.
I knew it.
Yep,
She
so
has,
did I.
she has like a -3 to this, dude. You're sick.
11.
You, after the first bite, you found it very flavor is very almost you took care to not eat, but at the first bite it almost tastes like it already rotten, but it's only the flavor. So you know for sure that a good condition too. But after the first bite, the weird flavor stuck in your mouth for the whole. Don't feel any.
Let's not eat more of that in the future.
I mean, I feel like I've probably eaten much worse.
Okay, I'll grant you that.
Say, Ned, how much
Yeah?
spice will you need to make it palatable? We can still sell it.
Can I make a chef's tools check to see if I can figure out how to make this tasty? Do I need to make like lemon pepper jerky?
Yeah, it's a rare food, so it's a very difficult for the check. But
I am going to. Do you think this would be an intelligence or wisdom based spell check?
I think you can choose whoever is the highest.
I'll choose wisdom.
Because there's an argument for wow.
That's a 22.
That's actually pretty good. I'm sorry, I'm eating a snack. Nedgar, do you want to try and eat the jerky as you, at least just to feel the flavor, just so.
Yeah, I'll take a little nibble till I'll take like a chef's nibble to see if I can figure it out.
Okay. In that case, a 22 is a success. You were only to rely on Chandara's description. With that success, can took some time and you know what? This actually would be pretty tasteful if you were to combine it with the right salad. Right.
Interesting.
Yeah, the correct ingredients to make it.
This needs some. It needs mustard greens.
Sauce.
Ruined
Sauce is
it.
the word that was.
Dressing. Ah, yes. It's a turkey apple poppy seed salad.
Perfect.
Cool. Ned's gonna file that away and he's gonna go foraging later. Or he's probably gonna do some foraging with Dara throughout the day.
Do that.
Okay. Anything else that you want to do now?
I think I'm ready to go.
Let's do it.
In that case,
Let's
Let's
move
go.
onwards.
in that case, I want you to all roll a d10 for me.
Oh boy.
Didn't whisper.
9, 9, 4.
And a 7.
Okay. So we first roll a d6, and you guys got a 1. So that means a random. After a random encounter, the next one is harder. Then it's a d8. You also get it. So now with a d10, we don't have a random encounter for the third day. So the day goes on uneventful, and manage to walk a little bit more of on ahead. You take your rest night of the third day, and there is only one day left to go. So now we are back at a d6.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's. Can Dara and I do some foraging to see if we can find something good for our salad?
Yeah, you can either roll a nature check or a survival.
Survival's better for me.
I'll roll survival.
That's a hot 6. All right.
Oh,
We find some onion grass and nothing else.
You don't have much success looking for the right salad that you think is going to. Well,
Can I have Squidly give me the help action?
yeah.
Squidly was
Very useful.
Squidly brings me a very, very slimy frog.
Is this what you want, master?
No, that's good, buddy. That's good. You can put it back.
Hey. The last day of your journey, now go a d6.
D6 it is.
God damn it.
Ah!
I found that accordingly.
Yeah, that fits. That tracks for us.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh well, maybe we'll be level 5 before we hit the city.
I mean, at this rate.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are using milestone.
Fucking young green dragon swoops down and we're fucked.
You have to, yeah. Yeah, I was not going to use that, but since you got 2 ones, I think. Shame we don't
Stop
have
giving the DM ideas.
Too bad we don't have age yet. Did Lawrence said?
I don't think so,
Just
and I
to
don't think
show
we should
that
really
there when
expect
you
her.
can.
$3.5 million
Yeah, I wouldn't expect her tonight.
has. Okay, so to continue on path towards while you were walking past the valley, are suddenly greeted by a voice coming from the upper part. He a kind of a treble voice coming that looks like come from a third person. As you pass down through the he stops you by saying, Good afternoon to everyone here. This is, as you can see, there is a little bit of a toll to pass through this path, so you can all go ahead and pay me before I let anyone through here.
So this is a bold tactic. Does this work for you often?
More often than you would expect, actually.
I want to roll perception to see if he's got any more backup lying around.
And I would like to roll an insight.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll.
Ugh.
Squidly will give Vita the help action on that perception.
Okay, I'll roll perception too.
19 instead.
Want to see if he has anything.
I want to see if I see anything that like hints at backup or an ambush or anything like that around us.
Okay. Firstly, Dara, with your insight check, you can tell that he is very confident the way he. At first, he's not showing to have any card up his sleeve, but you're confident. Larger group, like. And with that perception, both Urist can hear the heavy breathing, and it doesn't look like a human breathing, but instead an animal. It sounds like it's coming from near, but as you can see here on right, I have a token. He is on the top of that larger rock, and hear what sounds like heavy breathing coming from the top of it.
Do we establish that Lauren's familiar can see invisibility?
I don't remember.
He's a tracing, right?
Yeah, it's a Tressum.
Like that roll 20 gives a lot of Pathfinder. I always have a lot of NPC tokens right here. Yes. So yeah. Unfortunately, no one but Blythe can talk with.
I was actually going to cast the invisibility.
Ability?
Yep.
How long does this?
Oh.
That... As you cast it, the little halfling takes a crossbow from his back and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is that you're saying? Aren't you going to? You aren't going to transform me into a mice or anything like that?"
No, never. I just have
Can
to
you do
magically
that?
conjure. No. Be really cool if I could, though. But no, I just was summoning my coin purse.
Ah. Well, that's a useful spell.
Yeah. It is.
How much is the toll, my good man?
Yeah, since you all look all like good people, I'll charge you a little less. So I don't think you guys are going to make a hassle on the city. So let's say 10 pieces of gold each one of you. What you say?
What do I see beside him?
If you are looking at him from the road, you cannot see anything beside him. You have to take a higher ground to be clearer. At the moment, there are no invisible creatures from your line of sight.
Okay.
10 pieces of gold.
I mean, it's not
just, like-
much.
Does he look like he's starving?
He does not.
I mean,
lean
it's
into
only
Vita.
it's only 10 pieces of gold, but at the same time, it's the principle of
Principle of the
isn't it?
thing.
Yeah, really. I mean,
I lean into
think-
Vita and I go, do we just kill him? Because I'm okay with that.
No. I think we spank him and send him home to his mommy.
I have a suggestion. My good man, you could take 10 pieces of gold from each of us. However, we happen to know the location of a super secret treasure. We could provide you a map to it in exchange for our passage.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not the adventuring type.
Oh, it's who said anything about an adventure? It is a map. We were on our way to it, weren't we, my friends? But I mean, if it requires coin to pass through, I suppose the least we could do is pass it along to an enterprising soul such as yourself.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Good at this.
We'll give this guy a +4 only. Yeah, I can
Go,
see
Ned,
myself
go.
as an entrepreneur. To say that. What's on your mind, little guy? And he's on the higher ground, but he's the same height as you.
Okay, sidebar with the party. Should I give him the directions to the ogre camp?
I say we just give him the gold, then I'll steal his coin purse.
I say we just kill him.
Yeah, but that's your solution to everything at this point.
Not everything. I didn't kill the bugbear.
That's because he was your friend.
Yeah, he was. But he wasn't trying to rob me like this guy.
The heavy breathing is making me nervous. There's a twist to this that we're not seeing.
Why don't Vita and I go up and give the money, and then I can take a look at whatever the heavy breathing is. And if it's something scary, then Vita can just rob him. And if it's not something scary, then we can just beat the crap out of them. We don't have to kill them. We can just wallop them.
True. Okay. Like I said, he needs to be spanked, sent home to mommy anyways.
All right, I will trust the plan.
All right, so we'll
Urist,
collect.
are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Didn't hear you chime in, so.
It's just because I know where this is going. I just need to position myself. Fine, let's do this.
Urist has seen enough of these plans.
Yeah.
Yep.
This will end up in murder. I know this.
I'll pop up on the rock.
And I'm coming too.
Okay.
Ed
who
and
is the first
Squidly
one
are
to-
down here.
Who's the first one to climb the rock?
Well, I can
Vita's
hop
faster
right
than
up,
me,
so. Yeah.
When you hop, see that the halfling is holding chain that is around the neck of a really, really big lizard monster. It's almost the size of a dinosaur, as the teeth size of those crocodiles. A huge,
Oh.
monstrous creature. And when you hop, the creature gets startled and it right? It runs, walks forward very quickly, but the halfling the leash. Alanguinho, stop! He's
Okay,
a good
now-
boy, don't
now-
worry. He only attacks if I
now
order him to.
I'm fascinated by your doggy, sir.
Yeah, he's a good boy, isn't he? He scratches.
I
As a
pull
f-
out a piece of the jerky and I'm like, can I feed him and pet him and give him scritches?
Oh no! Not again!
Yes.
First the tall money, then I'll think about it.
Okay, give him the money. I want to pet the thing.
Is it 10 gold
you.
each?
Yeah.
Alright, Vita, you better roll well on this check.
Alright, so we give
I'm
him the
gonna have-
money.
I'm gonna have Squidly go invisible and give you the help action.
Alright.
I'll also tap you on the shoulder and just be like, look how cute it is, and guide you.
Alright. So we give him the gold, and Vita's gonna keep a very close eye on where he tucks it.
And I'm gonna give the gator scritches.
If you want to to pet the strange looking dog, you have to make a handle.
Oh no.
No, she's got good wisdom. That's not bad.
The
What
M
a-
got, the M got attacked by a cat and now is asserting revenge on the players.
No!
Okay. You,
Okay.
You are proficient with dealing with Chandara, so
Yes.
you know your way. You walk slowly and you give it time to smell your hand, and then slowly you pat his head, and after some time it just becomes friendly to let you, and it makes a very cute face whenever you're scratching.
While
Please,
this
maybe.
is happening, is its owner watching the two of them?
You paid him first, right? And then he got
Yep.
Yes.
a little distracted looking at the big lizard, and he is holding tight on the leash because he doesn't want him to eat Chandara. So now would be the perfect opportunity if you go ahead and make
And guidance is a D4?
Yeah.
17 total.
Okay.
Should have given you a bardic.
Would have been nice, but too late now.
Let me see his perception.
I'm
Plus-
starting to move
Ooh, he's a plus.
towards.
And he rolled a 7.
Bad.
That guidance mattered.
Yeah, if it weren't for guidance though.
Yeah.
Okay, Vita, you sneakily puts your hand on his back pouch. Get back my purse from.
Oh, look at the cute little doggy. Here.
What's his name?
Here, I hand over another ration for you to feed to him.
Oh, thank you. I'm just scritching.
It looks. It seems that he liked the jerky.
I'll give him more jerky.
More jerky.
Oh, you're just the cutest thing. I bet you eat all the people. Yes, you do.
The halfling is kind of having a good time. Well, he's not that nice to everyone, you know. You liked you very much.
We should
People tell me
probably
I'm
get
special.
going.
Well. Oh, don't forget to give him the map.
I'm gonna give him a map to Darien One Eye's fortress.
Okay.
We just send him to Tayug. Everybody goes to Teug.
Where NPCs go to die.
We're gonna wind up in
Wait.
Teug one day, and it's just gonna be like a greatest hits.
No, that's gonna be the final fight.
Well, this place is close to
Actually,
the.
if Damien manages to recruit him to the cause, like that big guy could be an asset against the necromancer. So yeah,
Do we want to send him to Darien One Eye?
yes.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll give him a map to Darien One Eye's camp.
He takes a look at it, and after some time, what? Isn't that the fort where that bandit is hiding?
Yeah, but he's not there anymore.
Really?
Didn't you
Yeah,
know he left?
Did you not see the battalion of soldiers headed that way?
Well, actually, what do you know about that? I think there's more value on that information than anything else.
Not much. I know Lord Silverlake's a dick.
Well, aren't all lords a dick?
Hey, this fucking guy, right?
Oh,
And I
but
just like
he's
take
worth-
the little lizard creature's face. You want to eat him? Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
That's
But
not
he's
a bad-
worse. He's an incompetent dick, which is way worse.
Well,
Can't even wear armor.
really? Can't he?
Yeah. No.
Let's see.
Stay here with this guy all day long. We should probably get going.
Yep.
Enjoy your gold. And I'll jump down. Start walking.
Yep, same.
Okay.
How much gold did Vita steal?
I think you gave to him the gold on a single purse, more than one.
Oh no, we
Single
handed
one.
him. I mean, I just handed him coins. I assumed he put it in his own little purse, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it was everything on the same purse. So it's 10 from each of you. And let's
Yep.
see. And plus 11 gold piece. Gonna give
It's been a slow
Give
day.
us back our gold, Vita.
Yeah, sure. After we're out of eyesight, of course.
Yes.
What do you do now?
Okay. Let's move.
Just moseying on our way.
Keep going to the city.
Yes.
You continue on with your path, and a little after noon, you can see on the distance a huge mountain, and hugging this mountain there is a huge wall that separates the large city of Mons Domus. You can see here on the map. By the way, I found online, so love this.
That's a dope fucking city.
As you are approaching, you are going, you are towards on this road, right there on the central down part of. And as you walk close nearby, you can see from one side there is like this very this very steep mountain going all the way as far as the eye can see to the other side. But what can only be slums, people living in makeshift houses, far less quality than the ones even on. Amount of people living as far as the eye can see. Very common thing on. And as you look forward, you can see a great number of towers, segments on the wall, and at this place very well guarded. You have not seen a legion rolling these boats that you know that a very common sight, but you can see on the distance dozens, not hundreds of guards, only on the side of. Also, as you move even closer to the gate, the wall, you hear the sound of eating. As you look up, you can see the aerial cavalry of Monstomus, a patrol of 20 or so soldiers flying on backs of hippogriff. They fly towards. You guys want to do anything before you the gate?
Ned wants to take in a big, deep breath of city air because it's been a while since he's been to Mont Dumas.
Oh, that's a bad idea, Ned.
Yeah, Ned breathes in deep and gags.
Stay behind everybody. Definitely a little bit overwhelmed. This is like Thorpe was a big city for Dara, so she's kind of like, holy shit, this is a lot.
Yeah.
Hang on to your purses. I don't
Yeah,
need it.
tuck your coins away, tuck your purses away, and make sure there's some place that's not easily accessible.
Yep.
Okay. You guys go directly to the main gate.
I think
Yes.
that's the best option. Yes.
I'm following their lead.
Okay. So Blythe is with you. I think you. What do you guys want to do with your pet? Or with Ridley and I forgot the name.
I'm gonna have
Easy.
Ridley's gonna become a spider, and
Your
just
voice
ride
is
it.
very far away, Nedgar.
Yep.
Squidly's gonna turn into a spider and ride in my pack.
I'm just gonna be like, tell George, stay quiet in my pouch. Give him a piece of jerky.
He also likes the jerky. You are wearing the appearance of a human, right, Chandara?
Yeah.
You have a halfling, dwarf, and Ida. Are you going to do anything to hide your appearance, or are you just going to walk?
Oh no, I'm just walking straight up like I own the place. Like I belong.
Okay, so you can see two guards in front of the door and in front of the gate, and the gate behind them. It is not a portcullis. is actually a large double door, double wooden door with hinges and bars of metal crossing. And the guards, as you approach, they halt.
Yes.
State your intentions.
Well, we're here to see Mother Wren and to visit the orphanage.
You, he looks at. I was Blythe, but yeah, since Chandara is form of a human, turns to Chandara and, are you gonna let Dave talk for you? Yes.
Yes. Yes. Speaking to other people is very beneath me.
You're gonna feel so well. Take a look at each other.
Yeah, that tracks.
One of them knocks twice on the door. You guys can see mechanisms, sound of mechanism working sides of the wall. One of the double doors a little bit. Enjoy your time in.
And they say
I
I'm the high
will.
charisma member of the party.
Slave.
And I lead the way in.
Inside of the walls, you see like the main commercial and the market district. You see both buildings, large buildings with big and very colorful signposts, and also you see a lot of stalls, other makeshift selling places. See all sorts of common goods being shouted at your face by the very loud merchant. And as you walk through this market street, you are interrupted again and again by by merchants holding their merchandise to your faces, and each of them shouting a price to them. So as you walk forward, you can see one of them holding a chicken leg towards your face and saying, "Just 3 copper pieces, just 3 copper pieces." And then another one comes with a tinier chicken leg and, "Just 1 copper piece. It's either you take it or you leave it." And that goes the whole path that you take.
So, yeah, Vita's used to this. She's gonna pull the others into a quick huddle and just be like, okay, so whatever you do, do not accept the first price that they give you unless it's really, really high-end, like gear or equipment or fancy clothing, because those people won't budge on price. The rest of them are just trying to survive, so you can haggle a little bit.
Wait, you humans haggle?
Well, look how desperate they are to make sales. They'll haggle.
But
Just this is the first
Don't
time.
insult them.
pricey.
Yes.
No, okay. I'm sorry. I will need a minute to wrap this around my head, cause like.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
do
right.
it.
You dwarves don't do this. You just say what it is, and that's what you have to pay, right?
Welcome to the
That's-
consumer economy, baby.
This is the price. This is taxed, and that's it. What is this? You can't change prices on the fly.
And yet,
Okay, deep breath.
Urist, come with me. I'm about to show you a book I read once called The Art of the Deal.
I don't read, and even I think that sounds dumb.
Yeah, no. That's no. Okay. Right. I'm okay. Let's move on.
Deep breaths, cleansing breaths, Urist, cleansing breaths.
Okay. Go.
Okay, so where do you guys want to go first?
I have to find someone.
Ned wants
Are
to go
you-
shopping for Ned. I think a shopping trip is in order.
Well, let's hold off on that till we get Lauren in, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you'll see here. Urist needs to find somebody. Anyone in particular, or just a standard merchant type thing?
I can find you a random person. There's lots of them here.
No. Remember, like, vicious parents?
Oh, yes.
Them.
Do we have
Alright.
any idea where to start on that?
I
I-
have.
the names, if it helps.
It'll help, and you have information about them and descriptions, so we'll be able to find them easy enough. I have a few people that I know here that can help us.
Oh yeah, this is your home, right, Vita?
I wouldn't go so far as calling it a home, but this is where I lived for most of my life, yes.
Isn't that what you call a home?
Maybe normal people do? I don't know. Do we want to find rooms first, or do we want to start hunting for people first?
We need a base of operations for sure.
Agreed.
We can't just sleep outside?
No, that's kind of frowned upon, and people will steal your stuff and kill you.
Oh, that would be bad. I like my
Yes.
stuff and being alive.
In that order, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright then, who's up for a trip to the tavern? Or maybe, yes, to the tavern.
Yeah. Let's find a decent inn.
Yeah. What's a good bar?
Just follow me, I guarantee you'll be happy. And Vita takes him on a bit of a winding path through the city streets. Just heading directly to a very well-known place within the city called the Hug, Tugs, and Mugs.
The Hug, Tugs, and Mugs.
Yes. When we finally get uptown, I'll let you go ahead and describe what the outside looks like, Ariel.
Oh, I was going to ask you actually if it is a more common folk tavern or.
Oh no. No, this is, we're talking upscale, like, this is where the well-to-do folk go when they have things they want to do but don't want people to know about. This is where the soldiers go. Let's just say that the sign hanging outside is a big old foaming mug with a large bosom on the front of it.
The
Urist, Ned, you guys should recognize these kinds of establishments from your soldiering days.
I mean, I guess. Not quite my speed, but I'm always down for an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Mons Domos' premier tavern/brothel.
I'll see you guys in an hour, and Ned disappears.
What's a brothel?
Oh dear, that's right. We were going to bring you here, weren't we?
You were going to
Okay.
explain it, what it was once we got here, and now we're here, and now all I see is boobs on a cup.
You hear in the distance, "Don't look for me."
Have fun, Ned. Okay.
I hope you can afford the things here.
It'll be okay.
So,
Okay.
so Dara, you've lived a fair amount of time, right?
Yeah.
You understand the concept of sexual relations, yes?
Yeah. I'm not like 80. Come on.
Hey, you're I lower Vita lowers her voice. You're an elf, so I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not a kid. I know what sex
Okay.
is.
Okay, well, the brothel is where lonely people go or desperate people go when they don't have somebody at home waiting for them and they want sex. But you have to pay for it here.
Oh. Why would you pay for it?
Because you're lonely, desperate, and you can't find anybody because you're either really ugly, really poor, or just a real jerk.
I don't think Ned is any of those things. I don't know why he's so excited about this place.
Because it's probably been a while.
That's fair.
You open the door and Ned is swapping makeup tips with some of the girls. Like, oh my god, like I had this palette right here, and you gotta get the contour just right, and your cheekbones don't pop.
Yes!
God, I have been so starved for culture.
This is great. I love it.
Well, do we want to go get a drink then?
Yep. And I'll lead the way right up to the bar, and I'll let the bartender know that I'd like to see Mother Wren.
Yes. You walk towards this fine establishment. See that there is a layer of fog on the whole place that makes it kind of hard to other people unless they are very close to you. So you can see each other as you sit around the table, but you cannot see who's sitting on the next table. You can tell that's probably magical source. And as you sit down, a woman with new clothes and that type of mask from great parts towards you, and after you say that, Vida, she says, "Well, are you have business, Mother Wren, or just some old friend?"
A little bit of both today, actually. Mostly just an old friend, but I have a few things that I might need her help with.
I'll let her know whenever she's available. She can come. And her name?
Tell her Karavida's here.
Okay. And do you want some drinks?
Yeah. Let us have, what's today's special?
I'll take a look at it.
Alright. A round for the table, and then enough dinner for the table as well.
Okay, so what I was looking at, I will explain. So you would say this is a wealthy establishment or an aristocratic one?
In between, so it's more wealthy than aristocratic because even like the soldiers are able to afford it, but it's just a very well kept up place.
So let's say that dinner for every one of you and drinks you would a dinner actually it's 6 gold pieces. So it's in
Uh huh.
10. And then
Alright.
you have your options of drinks. That
Ned would,
PDF.
Ned would just like a tapas platter.
You
No,
guys-
Ned, you can't eat your food off of their butt.
Why would I want to?
You said top ass platter, right?
I said tapas.
Oh,
Tapas.
oops. I'm sorry. I didn't hear correctly. And Vita just... She's blushing, but you really can't... Well, her fur's not completely grown back, so you can kind of tell she's blushing.
I'll have their strongest.
I would say that is a I don't know if they have a bottle of whiskey, but it's cheaper than rum and tequila. But I think those aren't as fine and
Probably find some wine here, and rum and tequila, I would imagine.
a bottle of fine wine is 10 gold pieces.
Wine?
Oh.
No. Nah. Give me spirits. Wine.
Spirits, you can have yourself a. You can have-
Grappa. Come on.
yeah, a bottle is 4 gold pieces.
Okay. I'll take 2. So that gets me 14 gold pieces under.
Oh no, Vita took care of the food.
Ah, okay.
It was for the whole
So-
table, so...
Okay. So 192. Okay. Done. Ah, alcohol. Yes. I need a drink.
I'm just gonna kind of walk around a little bit and just like people watch.
Okay, let's say that you have your way learning the people inside with the fog because of your dark vision. So you can see that almost everyone is dressed fine and double clothed, but some of them are more on the middle category of living, let's say. And some of them, as Vita said, that there's a lot of soldiers that come here as well. You can see that by the looks of some of the clientele. Some of them look they have scars and more athletic build that look like they just, after you wait some more time, you see a woman coming towards you in a large dress, opulent dress. As she comes close, she removes her mask. Says, Karavida, long time no see, my darling. She makes,
Mama!
She opens her arms, like, you know, hug you, do a hug.
Vita
That's
pounces.
your
Just
mom?
no.
I don't,
Vita bounces out of her chair and into her arms and hugs her.
Vita, I found a fitting artwork, but I don't know if she's a human, as you mentioned.
I was leaving that one up to you, but I assumed that it would be a human, given, you know, the clientele. So Oh, that's nice. Yep, that'll definitely work.
Where have you been, my dog?
Well, after Master died, I had to leave. I couldn't stay anymore. I had to find myself and figure some things out. I never did find the person that killed Master, though.
See, revenge is not a good.
I know. I just want to know why. Turning back to Dara, Vito explained, "No, this isn't my mother, but everybody calls her mother because of how she behaves and treats everyone. Everybody's welcome as long as they don't start any trouble."
And be respectful.
Yeah, on that note, Dara, keep your hands to yourself. Don't go touching people.
I just put my hands on top of my hat. Okay, but I have questions. So did you live here then?
No. Mother helped me out when things were bad. And when Master didn't feed me, or afterwards when I was struggling on the streets before I left. She made sure that I didn't starve. She made sure that I kept my fur clean too.
Did you work here?
Oh God, no, I would never.
I mean, doesn't sound like a bad gig. Sex is good, money's good. That doesn't suck. But
Dara, dear, remember, humans generally don't like other species.
yeah, humans are dicks. No offense, Mother Wren. You're lovely, but humans suck.
Bar? Are you? Don't look too different.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. Mama, I forgot my manners. This is Dara, and this is Ned, and that's Urist. And
Hi.
and this is Blythe.
Hi. Pleasure.
Ned is fully not there. Ned is still fully just dishing with the girls.
Okay.
I kind of fell in with them. They helped look after me a little bit, and they needed to come here, so I volunteered to be the guide.
It's good to know that you have made friends along the way. And
Rita kind of gets a look in her eye like she hadn't really thought about it that way. They were just companions, but the wheels are starting to turn a little bit in her head.
but I'm sorry, darling. I know that my day is very busy.
Oh no, I know. I just wanted to ask real quick, if the sisters were still running the orphanage, and if not, if you might know anyone who could provide us with some information. And we needed a couple rooms too, so I figured I'd bring them here. If you have anything open?
Forgot that this is the best place in town.
Well, yeah, the above board information, but we might need some under the counter information too, so.
Dara starts to look under the table.
Not literally, Dara, dear. Not literally.
Okay, just checking.
We can talk in private. You mind if the 5 of you? There's plenty of.
I look around at the others for, to see if it's okay.
I think Blythe will nod. We've all shared campsites at this point.
Yeah.
Oh.
No problem.
All right, yeah, we'll do that then. Thank you.
Ned is still not paying attention and is now in disguise as clairvoyant.
Oi, Claire, come here.
Yes?
You should break away from them for a couple minutes, so you know where we're staying.
Of course, darling, of course. What are you?
Okay, Vida, I'll see you later.
Okay. Thank you, Mama.
All right. So it's he turns back into Ned. Okay, so we've got arrangements.
Vita just shakes her head at the sudden change, like blinks a little bit. You're getting good at that.
I'm very good at it.
Yup.
Sometimes it's nice to just live a little. Take a walk on the wild side.
And look fabulous while you do so.
Ned swishes his hair that is no longer long.
So I guess Vita will head up to the bar and grab the key to the room and take the others upstairs.
Okay. You go to a very large, fine room, very well decorated, with enough space for the 5 of you. Are you going to do anything before Mother Wren walks back, meets with you?
Well, Vita would like to talk to everybody just to make sure we have, everything figured out as far as what everyone needs to do, so we can prioritize and figure out what we need to get from Mother Wren as far as information goes.
Mm-hmm.
I also
Ned wants. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
Blythe loves this idea.
Wait, Blythe likes what idea?
Checking in and making sure we're all on the same page.
Mhm. Blythe has been a little tuned out for the last 2 days.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She's just never seen a city this big before.
She was
missed
really
the
shaken up
crocodile
after that.
dog.
She was really shaken up after that ogre fight.
Yeah. Alright, so we need information on Fish's parents.
Mm-hmm.
Ned needs to go shopping.
We
Probably
all
try
need
and
to
earn
do a
some
little
coin.
bit. Yep, we all need to do a little shopping. Ned wants to go busking, so I've got just the corner for Claire. Blythe needs the library. Does Dara need the library?
We'll need help.
We got you. We got you.
Okay. Alright, so we just need information on Fish's parents, and do any of you need specialty shops or anything like that we would need to find get some information for?
I need to find like a music shop or an instrument shop.
Okay.
I need a good smith because I need to silver this bad boy.
Girls?
The only information I'm really focused on the Hag King information right now. So
That'll be library.
yeah, and I think I've got all the spell components I need since Pearl is the only consumable I use right now. So
We established
okay.
Pearl is not consumed. Is not consumed.
only like material, like cost component.
Right,
I
right.
have a focus for everything else. So Not
I
consumable.
think Ned says, "Hey Blythe, if you're going by the library, can I give you some stuff to look up just in relation to some stuff I'm looking at?" And he's going to kind of sketch up some information on what he knows about his patron to see if Blythe can uncover anything just while she's
Yeah.
there. Because
Yeah,
Ned's
yeah,
not really
no.
smart.
Oh no. I think, and Vita kind of leans forward over the table that we're gathered around. She's got a real twinkle in her eye. I think you're all gonna want to come to the library. I've got a special treat for you.
Books.
Oh no. There's that, but no. A once in a lifetime experience, I think.
Okay.
More than a whole building full of books?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
How would you guys like to meet the world's only dragon librarian?
Like a dragonborn? Like I think
No,
I've met a couple of those.
A dragon
Yes.
who hoards books.
You just see Blythe's eyes like look up from like zoning out and just go immensely wide. A dragon?
A dragon.
When can we go?
After we get her information. But I should warn you, Libby's under a bit of a curse. So don't be disappointed when you meet him.
God damn it.
Bad Ariel.
I'm sorry, guys. I have a 5th grade mind.
Stop making jokes about clairvoyant.
Vita, I also wanted to ask you. So you said that Mother Wren took care of you when your master wouldn't feed you?
Yes.
Why didn't you just go get food for yourself?
Well, I was young and there were kind of kitchen guards that I couldn't get past. I wasn't allowed outside the city either, so I couldn't go forage or for anything like that. And I couldn't go buy anything because, well, I wasn't paid.
Why would he starve you?
Because I messed up and embarrassed him in front of his friends.
And he's dead currently, correct?
Yes.
Not dead enough, if you ask me.
Right?
Oh, he wasn't that bad, you guys.
He wasn't that bad.
Well, how else do you train servants?
I mean, I feed Squidly regularly, and he doesn't even have a mouth.
I think the idea of having ownership over a person and having that kind of control over a person is what we're struggling with, Vita.
But it's normal here. Why is it so hard to understand? Vita's brow is furrowed. Like she's trying to understand what the issue is here. She's just not quite. She doesn't quite understand what's wrong with it.
Would it be good if you owned your master?
How could I do that? He's dead. And why would I want to?
Why would he want to own you?
Ida just doesn't have an answer to that one.
I mean, I can understand, if you're not strong enough to take care of yourself, then you die. That's normal. That's fine. But I don't understand. Yeah, the owning thing. Like that's confusing to me.
Well,
why didn't you just kill him?
Dara, we're going to put a pin in the whole not being strong enough to survive thing because that's concerning in its own right. We're going to deal with this problem first, though.
Yeah.
Well, after
Yeah.
my parents died, I was on the street. I mean, some of the people taught me some things to survive, but I was small and, alone, and I didn't have friends. And, well, sometimes it got hard, and one of those times he almost ran me over in his coach, but he made his people stop, and he gave me some food, and he asked me if I wanted a nice warm place to stay, so I took him up on it, and then he had me, draw some squiggly letters on a piece of paper the next day, and then he owned me, I guess.
Blythe is just gonna kneel down and kind of get to eye level with Vida as Vita's telling this story, and just kind of sit on her knees, and as she looks at her and kind of just make eye contact with Vida here. Acts of kindness do not give anyone the right to treat you poorly ever. And this is going to take some time, I think, for you and all of us to understand what this did to you and how you were treated. But I want you to know that you should never be treated like you're worth less than anyone. Because while we don't know you super well yet, I already know that you're better than most of the people I've met in this world so far.
I agree.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Vita's been staring at the floor this whole time. Old habits die hard. Servants aren't supposed to meet the eyes of their betters. But she lifts her eyes and she looks up at all of you. And her nose is twitching a little bit. She's not quite crying, but she's on that edge, it's people actually care what happens to me again? This is different. Since Master died, nobody's really cared. But it's a different form of caring. They haven't mistreated her or kept food from her or beaten her or anything. And she's just trying to understand, but she's very confused at this moment. And she's trying to process what Mother said about having friends. And she's kind of analyzing what she knows of friendly relationships that she's seen other people have, and she's trying to run her interactions with the group through those lenses. And she's just trying to she's trying to wrap her mind around it, just like you're trying to wrap your minds around somebody being able to have complete control and ownership over someone else.
Blythe is just kind of again, she sits on her knees, so she's much closer to eye height, and she's kind of wrap her arms around Vida and say, "We won't let that happen to you again, and we don't have to get through this all today."
Vida kind of sniffles a little and just nods and just shakes her head a little bit and says, We've got things we have to get done."
That we do. And she'll let her go and get up.
Take your time to talk to one another. The guys all got a better glimpse of what Vida has been city and memories represent her. had your time to connect. And after some hours, you enter the room. Mother Ren finally. She looks a little tired. Walking and she walks, enters the room, closes the door behind her, and sits down. Then she, well, I'm sorry I can't, not able to give you birth. They pretty.
Vita will get out of her chair and move around and just start kneading Mother's neck muscles, trying to work the stress out. Telling her, it's okay, I understand. I know how it gets for you sometimes, especially when you've got your special customers.
So,
Boy.
I owe you some.
If you would, we'd appreciate it. My friends, they need a few things. We need a music shop and a good smith and some information about a pair of humans from Thorpe. And she gives them the description and the names of Fish's parents.
Yeah, I have the names. Agnes and the Black Hound.
Black Hound. Heard that. He's not that hard to find, but I think he's out on the. But most of the nurse will think maybe I can gather some. As for services you are looking for, give you a list that I think. I've heard of a person from Torpe that opened up a shop. Black. And well, about what you asked me earlier. Sorry, but fortunately, there has been a little more in regards unfair laws.
Unfair laws. What happened to the
What
children?
happened to Lena and her sisters? Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear
I
us?
can hear you.
It took me
Yeah,
a
we hear
while
you.
to notice the headset wasn't working. It kept on speaking. Then well, where's everyone? Okay. Fucking. What was the last part that you guys heard?
That it was
Um,
closed and
Because
unfair
of
laws.
Yeah.
Um. If I tell you a secret, promise you try hard as you can to not get involved.
pinky promise.
We'll try? I guess it depends on what you're about to tell us.
I have one of my most famous has stepped up as a valuable member of the court. He is a nobleman I won't tell you his name. He spends a lot of gold. But recently rose up as the main that the law enforce. So because of that, there is no more no orphan. Awesome. But Lena, Gina, and Rena are all well and good. Arrange that.
Oh, it'd be great to see them again.
Can I ask what happened to the children that were there?
Um, she looks at it. Well, they have been sold at an auction.
I beg your pardon, madam.
You heard correct. Well, if it comforts you, there are some good, well-intended folk, but the freedom of those children than them more welcoming.
Give me, ma'am. But takes gulps down like half of the remaining bottle. Have you humans heard of the concept of adoption instead of slavery? No, Urist is pissed. He's half drunk and he's getting more pissed by the minute.
Okay, Urist, my friend, maybe it would be best if we took a step away to breathe before we
No.
do something everyone regrets.
I want to.
Urist, my friend. Please don't take it out on Mother. It's not her fault.
No, I know it's not her fault. I am not taking it out on her. But this is wrong. This is so wrong on so many levels that I am starting to feel the heat from the core of the planet.
This is humanity right now. This is where they're at socially as a people. Not
Doesn't
everyone
have to
has
be.
slaves, though.
It doesn't have to be. The fact that we can't fix this immediately. But my people have gone too long with the hubris of thinking they have the right to control and own people and nations and lands. We can't do anything about it right now. But it is something we can work towards.
I say with a sufficient application of force, we can. I just need more explosives.
Are humans the only
Urist.
ones?
Urist,
have
remind me to buy you a beret.
It's not just the humans, but
Is
we
it all
seem to be
Malarian?
involved. We seem to be involved in the heart of it a lot of the time.
I've heard rumors that on this Elsie, the Elven realm, there are humans being well. So I think after the years and years of war, there's little there's not much to expect between who suffered. But I agree with you. There is something wrong with the way that this is dealt with. Even though some justify their act, crimes that have been committed on both sides. Deep down, I know that there are some wolves hiding in the sheep, the aristocracy. Some men, even haven't had a war, would still find a way to exert their strength, however they think.
Madam, war makes money. And when there's war, there will always be people who are content to sit in the back line and profit from all that. This is a reality even I know.
I think Blythe has gotten really, really quiet and like really, really like just kind of staring down darkly. I mean, the like soldiers, the war, that's kind of all ever she's known up until she was unceremoniously rejected. And she's kind of look up, and I think her eyes are a little bit darker and more angry than you've probably seen her before. And she's just gonna say, Urist, a bomb won't fix this. Widespread violence won't fix this. What we need to be is meticulous and cut out the poisoned flesh.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
The people you should be mad at died a long time ago. The people who created these institutions are long dead. And while their children continue to perpetrate the evils, they know not what they do. The best we can do is find a better way to show them.
Ignorance is no excuse for poor treatment of others. They perpetuate it, they are to blame.
I am not contesting that. But blowing them up won't do any good.
They deserve a chance to reform, and if they refuse to do so, they have no place in this world.
Then we kill them.
For once, Dara, I agree.
But can we really kill all that many people?
Just takes
Maybe not
time.
yet.
Well,
Meticulously, calculated, and slowly.
I mean, the king is the one that makes the laws.
Then we kill him.
If one were to outlaw slavery, I don't think that would solve the problem. Heartbeat. First step towards fairness.
Yes, but here's the thing. I know, at least I was told, that in that aspect, human societies run kinda like ours. I mean, we do have, you humans would say kings. And yes, they do make the law. But in practice, it's the council of elders, or if I would say your nobles, that actually call the shot, because they have something that's called holding the purse by the strings. They're the ones who have the money.
Yes, but changing a law is at least a place to start. It's a place to start.
But what I'm saying is that if the nobles, or in our case the Council of Elder, lobbies for not having a law passed, the king has to compromise.
We just
Otherwise,
need to be.
no money.
We just need to be
See?
more compelling.
I mean, I can get behind killing lobbyists.
We just need to be more compelling. This won't happen overnight. This will take a long time. And I don't know if you guys have realized this, but we've already started to become much more powerful than we used to be.
Yep.
So
Ned's got plans for becoming a leader of men.
none of this will matter if the Hag King achieves their goals anyway.
Hmm.
True.
And who is that?
Someone who's causing a lot of problems so far. Just in the Thorpe area right now, but I don't think they'll be content to stop there.
Tell me, has the Bard Raphael been through here? Not to segue off of that, has the Bard Raphael been through here?
Oh, yes. He's a very charming young man.
I think he's retired. Just as a heads up. He fell in with a bad crowd.
But he's so young. He had such a brilliant future towards him.
He
It's
did.
the drugs.
It's the drugs, and the drugs lead to cults, and
The wanton sex, and Blythe
I-
just looks at Ned, and just irresponsible behaviors all around.
I have no idea to what you are referring. He seemed like a fine, upstanding young man.
Well,
Sure, Ned. Sure.
Ned.
there is a common saying where the ambient of music. The joke only Brazilians get it.
But it's a good idea that I'm going to take you up on.
Anyways,
I do have a question though. Been bugging me since this whole thing came out.
What you got?
Why, of all things to do, why close an orphanage? It's like one of the most harmless institutions. Surely it can't be just for racism.
Yeah,
Because
It can be.
because that's politics.
It's what I'm trying to get at, Ned.
Urist, you want to get really angry?
Yeah,
Our friends died so that they could close that orphanage.
yeah. Now I'm mad. Now I'm really, 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 really mad.
I think while this is
think I need-
important, and we should definitely keep this as a goal for us to tackle, I do think any more focus right now is only going to serve to distract us from reaching the point where we can do something about it.
The gang solved
Um,
slavery at level 4.
Yes. I think we keep exerting our influence and questioning those in power as we move forward, and
Tell you
finding
what,
ways to exude influence.
Tell you what, Urist, we kill enough orcs and we get in front of that king, I'll let you tell the king how much of a ratfink he is personally. Deal?
Deal. I can get behind that plan. Yeah. But
So that's the plan. We're gonna go become big famous heroes so we can tell the king what a ratfink he is.
And then kill him.
sorry guys. This goes straight in the book.
King Ratfink.
I weekend. Like, selling kids.
I know.
Fucking selling kids.
I know.
I mean, like, seriously. If I didn't know, like, Blythe or Hagar, like, at this point I would start thinking that all humans suck.
I mean, let's be
kind of
clear. It's Nilarians. It's not just humans. We spearhead a lot of it.
Take
But
it from
gnomes
somebody
and
who's
dog-
recent.
Gnomes and dwarves are in on this too.
Take it from somebody who came from a racist mindset around elves not that long ago. Reductive thinking gets you nowhere.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, now that we've written a treatise on the violence inherent in the system, let's go shopping.
Yeah. Yeah, let's.
Vita, you and your friends are welcome to stay here. Yours for. But I. Then drinks for that part you.
Oh, I wouldn't
Okay, okay.
expect you to. It's totally okay.
We got plenty of chicken jerky. We'll be okay.
Yeah.
Look at all these chickens. That is now Blythe's motto.
And if I can help to you,
You mind
We'll
if
let
I?
you
You
know.
mind if I?
Thank you.
You mind if I put on some shows in your bar? A little bit of free entertainment for tips.
well,
He's wonderful at what he does.
I'm the best there is at what I do.
I believe
Okay, Wolverine.
there is not that many of my customers that enjoy be like are quiet. Private. And be
Ned starts singing the Marilyn Monroe version of Santa Baby.
Oh, God.
Dear.
Jazz plays.
I can recommend one of my fellow tavern colleague if you want.
Lovely.
Perfect.
All right. Cool.
Okay, guys. Can we take 5 now, or we continue?
Yes,
Let's
please.
Yeah.
My dog is losing his noodle, so that's
Okay.
perfect timing.
Perfect
Yeah.
timing.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go. My wife is letting her nails dry, so I'm gonna go talk to her. See you guys in 5.
See you in 5. Bye.
You in 5. Bye bye.
Back.
Me too.
Oh, my cell phone was already dying.
Oh no.
Quack.
Back.
Sorry, didn't mean to derail the slavery hate. I was just like, guys, we're level 4. We cannot solve slavery at level
Yeah.
4.
No, I
which-
know.
It's
Like
just not
Abra-
going to happen.
Like Abraham Lincoln was at least level 8.
And even then, did it really end
Yeah.
or did it just change?
Did he really
Yeah.
succeed if he didn't survive to see what happened?
I mean, quantifiably, yes, but I see your point. There's one for the chat. There's our chat for this week, gang. Is we're gonna stat out and make characters for all the United States presidents.
God, no. Well, I'm doing Nixon because he's straight out a rogue.
Oh, he's
Clinton,
he's a
Clinton's the
mastermind
sleazy
rogue.
bard.
Oh
Clinton's a
god,
sleazy
yes.
I know very little about U.S. presidents. Not gonna lie,
I know
Me too.
Nothing about.
but I doubt anybody
Abe-
could name a Canadian prime minister other than Trudeau. So
Zaddy.
Trudeau's dad.
I can't remember the last one.
before Trudeau was Harper, he was a shithead.
No
a
offense,
lot of,
but aren't
like-
a lot of Canadian prime ministers like that?
Not really.
I mean, I seem to recall
mean-
like the last 3 or 4 have been pretty kind of iffy.
Well, Harper. The thing is we don't have the 2-year term thing or the 2 terms like the U.S. does. So like one prime minister can be prime minister for like 15 years. So we also haven't had as many leaders. Like Stephen Harper, I think, was premier or prime minister for, I think almost 10 years, I think. And then Trudeau obviously has been for the last like while. But ours aren't as, it's very rare that we have one that is like very left or very right. Most of ours have been like very center, except for Harper. Harper was like die-hard conservative and like was crazy ass fearmonger, and what got him canned
Trump.
eventually. Nothing compared to Trump. Like
Yeah.
the scandal that got him ousted was he tried to pass a law saying that hijabs could not be worn in like government offices, and Canada like freaked the fuck out, and that's what got him kicked out.
The Overton
So like
the Overton window in Canada is way to the left of us.
yeah, but even then like Trudeau is seen by much of the world as very liberal. But in Canada, he's very much seen as a centrist. Like, he is just the status quo. And so most right-wing people are like, he's too liberal, and most left-wing people are like, he's too right-wing. So, which is why he keeps getting elected, because he's right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Italy had a centrist government for like decades. Like our longest prime minister was Berlusconi.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Oh,
ousted
Berlusconi.
because he was caught diddling minors.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
Berlusconi. I actually do follow Italian politics kind of, and Berlusconi's a peach.
Yes. Now we have Meloni, which is like a straight out fascist. She's
Yeah.
not like even right wing. She's fucking fascist.
Yeah, there is a concerning amount of fascism in the Italian government right now. From
No,
the folks who
I think there
invented
is.
fascism.
Yeah, no. And the last one that the last rabbit she pulled out of the hat was this thing that she would want to ban the use of English words in the government. You know who did that? Mussolini.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Like and the whole Italian internet exploded with memes. And the thing is that we still have some old documents from the fascist era that were basically the translation in Italian of common English term that everybody used, like cocktail, like brunch, toast, tour, something like that. And they're popping out like left and right. It's a riot. It's a riot. Like I sometimes I'm so glad I left. So fucking glad I left. It's a
Dave, your
mess.
goals because you just straight up flipped your home country the middle finger and dipped. And like I aspire to that. We're currently I'm currently trying to swing my company into giving me a promotion in Northern Ireland.
Yes.
I like my country. I mean, it's broken as fuck, and there needs to be a lot of change. But overall, I like Canada.
Eyes in Florida.
Yeah, Texas.
Michigan's not bad, but there's a lot of rednecks up here.
There is not enough money in the world that would make me move to the U.S. Not
I'm not a big fan
West.
of the US as well, but Brazil is being very tough lately. But at least we get rid of Bolsonaro.
I mean, Brazil
yeah.
is in the mess it's in kind of because of the United States. Sorry.
Yeah,
All
we're
of
sorry about that.
All of South America
Sorry.
is.
Sorry, our government's kind of a bunch of imperialist pigs.
Okay.
There's the real
lot of
there's the real villain of this BBG of this campaign. It's just imperialism.
Yeah.
But I just want to say in regards to character sheets, I think Lula is a rogue with a hero folk background. He's definitely a rogue.
Okay.
I voted for him, but I know he's a rogue. But Bolsonaro is like an oath breaker, chaotic evil, and he has a -3 on all mental stats because that motherfucker is uncharismatic and it's dumb as hell. I swear to you guys, the amount of bullshit he pulled while he was president. Do you guys know about? I think it was the second month of his mandate. He tweeted, "What is golden shower?" on Twitter.
Yes.
President, why would you ask on your official Twitter account?
That beats out hamburgers.
FDR. I think FDR is a paladin.
Tap
I'm gonna
is
be
definitely
I'm
a
gonna-
halfling or a dwarf.
I'm going to be
Joe is a
unpopular
bard.
and say that Trump is an aberrant mind sorcerer.
Well, he's just an NPC.
I was gonna say, I feel like he's a George.
Sure, of a human being.
All right.
Gelatinous
So what
cube.
next? So what? God damn it. So what next, gang?
Shopping?
Shopping. Then I'll go look.
Shopping, then library, or library, then shopping? Oh,
Probably
You
shopping
drop me
first,
off at
'cause
the-
I imagine we'll be at the library a long time.
yeah.
I
You
wanna
just drop me
do-
off at the library on the way to shopping?
I want
Yeah?
to try and earn some money before shopping because I need to try and buy a new loot.
Okay, so we can do
Why
library
don't-
first then.
Yeah, and then while we're in the library, you can go perform.
And I'll just
Yeah.
stay in the library while you guys shop.
Okay. So you guys go library. Ned goes busking, and I will go have my chain silvered.
You can still take some time.
Just 1 second. Take a look at what I sent on this. I spent a solid 5 minutes while we were talking about president. Search for this image.
Oh god.
These are the 4 horsemen
God.
of the apocalypse.
I hate it.
Wrong. You're not wrong.
Maduro, Macron, Trump, and Bolsonaro all walk into a bar. We can't show what happens next on TV.
We vomit.
Oh
No.
dear.
The thing is, Trump, Macron, Maduro, and Bolsonaro walk into a bar. We blow it up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait, no.
Yeah, we can't.
Trump be
We're
Bolsonaro?
on the internet. We'll get on a list.
Yeah, no. For disclaimer purposes, we do not mean that. We do not avow this foreign national.
No,
Yes.
no. Pretty
We're
sure
joking.
Trump and Bolsonaro need to be swapped, though.
Okay, golden ship.
Enough real
Well,
world politics. Let's talk about the fascist kings on Fantasyland that we can overthrow, and it's the right thing to do. So.
Without
Yes.
getting on an FBI watch list,
Yes.
which I cannot do. My wife is a cop.
I do criminal justice research. I definitely can't be.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I'm licensed.
So-
I'm licensed.
All right, let's go shopping.
The channel is
researching.
mine, so maybe only I get.
Yay, capitalism. We love capitalism.
Okay, so as you guys go shopping, if you guys remember that PDF with traders and merchants that I sent some weeks ago, you guys are able to find merchants each single of those types. And with a good investigation roll, you can try to find excellent merchant of your subject. But
Okay, let me
since
roll.
you asked for informations from one of the most well-informed persons in the realm, you are able to find a blacksmith, so a weapons and armor merchant of excellent quality.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I need two things. Silver, this bad boy, and I need crossbow and bolts.
Okay, crossbow and bolts. So this is the what you want to buy. It's actually the price of the player's hand. I think it's.
Can somebody resend the PDF? I can't find my copy.
Go
Can,
to
if
files
you-
instead.
Yeah, if you go to files in the group.
Part of silvered weapons. Yeah, you can silver a single weapon or 10 pieces of ammunition for 100 gold. So
Okay.
that is one thing. And you want a crossbow? You want a heavy or a light crossbow?
Heavy.
Heavy. It's 50 pieces.
Okay, and 20 bolts.
Yeah, you one. Like, oh, it's so 20 bolts each, one gold piece.
Okay, that's all.
If you guys want to take a look at the PDF after the game or during the week,
Yeah.
stay on. Make your shopping of games.
We'll have time.
Beyond shopping, the other part, you guys are going all together to the library, or are you going to go in a small group?
I don't know that is everyone going to the library, or is it just a couple of? Because I think Urist was going to go to that silver while we went to the library. Was the plan?
Yeah.
And while Ned busts.
I mean, I do need to go to the library, but I also need money. So
We can also spend time. We can spend multiple days at Monsdomos. Like we don't have
Yeah.
to all knock it out. I'm like I can imagine that. I mean, because Blythe wants to make through some of her spellbook stuff too. So
yeah.
yeah, we can while you make some money, start the search process for some research.
Yeah,
Cool.
and while we're here, Vita needs to find the artificer that supplies the military so she can learn more about how to fix and repair and maintain her new weapons and fix her old one.
So, what do you guys want to do first? Do you guys want to do library, or Ned? You are going to play for some money? Do you want to make a performance check?
Yes, and I'm going to cast Unearthly Chorus to give myself advantage on it.
Okay.
So here's first one. Here's second one.
Nice.
Voice.
Somebody want to guide? Somebody want to guide me just for giggles?
I'll guide you.
With you.
Somebody guide me. 27.
27. Huge roll. Okay, so
I'm doing this both to earn money and kind of get the name Clairvoyant out there.
yeah, I'll roll for you. Try to decide. I'll roll 3d6 times 10.
Okay.
10 gold piece. You
Not
Okay.
bad.
You went to a very fine tavern, but this one is only a tavern. It's not an inn. It's not a brothel. It's only a fine drinking place, and called the Jungle's Goat, and performed some rich folk, and you are asked to come back by Friday, the best day for you to earn money, where the tavern is certain to be crowded. Okay.
Okay. And will that be so that'll be another roll at a later date. Cool.
Okay, so library it is. You see,
Let's do it.
as you walk through the city, you pass through a very beautiful, actually, park with 15 or so statues of maple. They are all built in like this part of this higher ground, like kind of a stage-like thingy, but and all of the statues are they are disposed in a way like they look like there is a crowd, but each one of those statues has been put effort and attention to because they almost look lifelike when you look at them. With some minor investigation, you are all able to discern that each one of those statues represents one man that has been king past years. All of them are of the Sinu dynasty, which is the current dynasty of kings power right now. After you pass by this place of interest, you see a round building that looks like a dome. That's very large and with a round. Vida that has been here in the past can tell you that the library taking. We'll see the name of the.
It's Libio Thrandal. More commonly and affectionately known as Libby.
Okay,
Oh.
you go inside the library. You see this very big and full of corridors and bookshelves all the filled all the way. And after you went inside, you see a tiny lizard-like guy that you can all see him as a kobold. That kind of like the assistant librarian talks to you. Welcome to the marvelous horde of Masterly. You look for knowledge, you look for information. How can this marvelous horde can be of service to my friends?
Blythe is just like staring at the massive size of this place.
We want books.
Yeah, books. I'm particularly looking for anything you might have on an entity called the Hag King.
Well, I'll have to consult with the master librarian because he's the living encyclopedia of every single tome that's kept here in this place.
Yeah, where is Libby?
Do you know him? Are you familiar with him?
Oh yeah, we've met a few times.
Sorry, what is your name?
Oh, just tell him Vita's here.
Vida. Okay. Wait 1 second. The kobold.
Vita's gonna turn to the girls as he leaves and like, oh, he used to read the best bedtime stories. Like, oh, just great high fantasy and just, oh, they were so good.
My God. This is incredible.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if it was actually fantasy, considering he's a dragon. He's been around a long time.
It might have been true stories.
Could have been personal experiences.
How long do dragons live?
This one's an aerial question because different DMs have different rules.
You suddenly a shadow appears. Something covers the light coming from the windows, and it looks like Batman. They sprawl open and then they suddenly vanished as the creature flying takes a dive and disappears behind the tall bookshelves. And all of a sudden behind you feel a sudden presence, and a booming voice answers. Actually, I've been alive for some 5,000 years. It's not been that long, Dragon. As you take a look at him, you all see Labio Tantrandio.
My God. I'm obsessed.
Oh God, he's hot too.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is not my choice.
This is my...
Yeah.
I found this one. So, Vita lets out a squeal and spins around. Libby!
Vida. Long time no see, young one. For you, that is. For me, it's been
Yeah.
quite a passing minute.
Just a blink of an eye, huh?
Fact. How can my
So-
board your service?
Well, my new friends, we kinda ran into something rather unique, and we need some information on the Hag King.
Hag?
And I think you mentioned that he kinda maybe had some issues with you at some point. I don't really remember exactly.
Vida, you know that
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that secret? I'm sorry.
No, no, not really. You know that my memory has not failed me for over 5,000. I can recall every single tome and every single subject that's been thoroughly analyzed. You know that, right?
Yeah, I remember.
You trust me. Data have not heard. And calls itself.
Oh, I must have gotten it confused with one of your stories. I'm sorry.
Maybe
Us-
I know him in the other name. Can you give me a better description? What this entity looks like, what it does?
I look at the others for help with this kind of a pleading look, like, what do we know exactly?
I'm gonna pull
How did
George.
yeah.
I'm gonna pull
Ooh, good
George
call.
out of my pack, and I'm gonna say, "Okay, George, can you tell the nice, kind of scary but really awesome dragon everything that you know about the Oni that you worked for and his boss, the Hag King?"
What a interesting creature.
Isn't he? His name's George. No,
George.
hand him over.
See. Have. This name suits you. Actually, I don't know much about the hacking. He sure looks like an elf. Very different elf. Kind of like resembles a little bit of Chandara, but you would not say they are related. It's a close resemblance, but not like.
Oh, Vita looks at Dara and... Sorry. Vita looks at Dara and says, you can take your hat off now, otherwise Libby might get confused what he means.
There's no need.
I
I am able to see through.
True sight. Yeah.
And I have to say this is a very good disguise bracelet. You should keep wearing it.
Thanks. I plan to.
I think Blythe is going to kind of share about, like, at least what the Oni did and how it influenced Thorpe, and kind of be like that's really where we've interfaced with the Hag King primarily, is through who he sent to terrorize Thorpe and eventually larger areas once he gained enough power. But he keeps popping up everywhere we go. The name keeps getting mentioned, and it keeps getting thrown behind some nefarious schemes, such as the Bard Raphael was sucked into a terrible cult, and the Hag King was mentioned as well.
I think the only thing we really know is that he's probably some kind of fae.
He's seeking to amass power.
He can cause humans to not need sleep.
I am quite familiar. Habitat. Place. Known as. I have known great number of arch. Not a single time I have heard a trying to interfere, disrupt the lives of. This is very even though he calls him, even though he looks at George, he has some form of control over the land. I have this feel. I have a. I will take a try to guess. person not you. That one with maybe he's an planner. Pardon.
Farther away? Oh God. How do we find more about this? Because I don't think he's going to stop. It seems like there's so many plans in motion already that we're barely scraping the surface of them.
I can give you an advice. In this collection, there are eons worth of written Lyrian history. Not that much Elven culture. That is not because I have not been active, but because most Elven tradition not.
It's oral.
If George here says he looks like an elf, should ask elf. Because there are two places. Elves with such knowledge. I would not recommend try to venture outside of the dangerous place. They are not very welcoming. Outland. But try and enter another dangerous place. The realm of Tayuk, the poisonous swamp. This place
Let me just Tayuk, okay.
it's that realm is home to a door to a pocket dimension where the highest, most knowledgeable capable arcane masters, elves, busted. They are not exactly welcoming, but they won't try to end you tight. That's
I mean, it's good to know one thing, and Tayug won't.
Yeah.
the challenge there is find take a lot of effort, but there is one closer to home option, but this one I won't guarantee. This person I won't guarantee has the knowledge. There is a man here on Mount Domos. His name is Elmore Rosmel. He is first non-half elf. Bears the blood of humans. Very capable.
Wizard, you say? Where can we find this Melmore Prospelf?
He is part of royal thieves. Problem is one does not walk.
God damn it.
Gotta play nice.
Sneaking in.
Murder.
3 kinds of people. Well, I think it's right. I think it's worthwhile to try and explore that route. But Blythe is gonna look at the girls who are there, and so I think it's worthwhile to explore that route. We should talk to Urist and Ned when we get back about it. But I think we need to lay low before we would go to Tayug anyway, because we've sent a bunch of people there who probably aren't super happy with us.
There's a lot of
Yeah, with
You
Let's-
know, we could also find Lexi or, her organization and see if there's anything we can do that could get us an audience with the wizard.
Also have a very talented bard who might be able to get us into the capital.
I mean,
I think
I've
it's enough for now.
I've already got a standing date on Friday, but y'all don't know that yet.
We don't know that yet. I think there's some things for us to gain by staying in Mons Domus and maybe trying to do a couple little things and like try and find a place where we can get some small cash flow going as well. In terms of like task boards and things like that, if possible. Get the lay of the land for those of us who haven't been here before, and stock up on some things as well.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I'm just gonna look at Libby and say, if I were looking for a quiet place to study some of my magic materials, is this a place I could go to do so? She shows not the necromancer spellbook, but the Bardlock spellbook, and said, "Yes, I'm learning. I'm early in my studies, but I do have some materials I'm trying to learn from and grow from." And she's gonna just I think really quickly just do a quick let's see, cantrip magic. She's gonna do just a really quick prestidigitation of I don't know, like a small camp, like a little candle that's somewhere, and just snuff it out really quickly.
You are welcome. Bye. Fame. Bye. Us. We have home. There is find a much more private.
Thank you, and less flammable.
Exactly. And if you looks fine.
Yes. Would be incredible. Thank you. It's just beaming from ear to ear right now.
You'll have the note that Ned gave her with the sketch of the info about the eye.
Yeah. We do have just one other piece of inquiry, and you may not know about this. It's kind of plaguing one of our friends. She's going to just hand the note over to him.
So
it's what he sees as his patron, right?
Yeah, it's everything Ned knows about his patron, talking about the nightmares and the eye, and maybe even a little sketch of Squidly and all the symbols he's seen related to his patron, just to see if there's any info on them, anything he can learn about them.
Takes a look at. What's
What is it and where does it come from? To start.
flies away? But you didn't take a thorough look. This looks most old. Okay. Let you. Oh, looking are still readable.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I think Blythe will kind of like look and say, "Can I sit down and stuff?" She'll probably start reading through them and like look to Vita and Dara and be like, I'm happy to kind of pour through these for Ned if you all want to stay with me or if you all want to go shopping. I don't really have anything that I'm looking to buy right now.
I actually have a couple more questions, if that's okay, Libby. I don't want to take up all your time.
I have plenty of. Can ask away.
So, obviously, I'm not human, and not really from around here. What do you know about when my people went underground?
Oh, yeah.
Were you alive then?
And I was aware. Or the tribes. It has been much. At that time, all of Crea peaceful. At that time has been advised vision. The day elves had their own could live and work. But there were after you were back. You belonged to their punishment. Ever since I perished. From what I've heard, really heard. After that, much has been kept. Rather large. have not. Chance.
You're not missing a lot. So, I know that I'm not like most drow. I know that most of them, can't handle the sun.
I am not one of you. I think each their own.
That's true. So, it was the three elven leaders that then became their gods. So Simanus was one of their leaders before he was ever a god.
Every being have a portal. They just urge. They saw the one bio fighter.
You knew him.
Not as much as I would like, but I saw him.
Do you know why he would talk to someone?
Afraid. Fast. Afraid he's not alive anymore. Necromancy art. Romantic art. Able to.
Do you know where I would find like a temple or people who worship him that would know more than I do?
Not in this realm. Even even the few elves that are allowed to, even fewer are not equal. The laws of man are tyrannical.
I'm learning that.
I recommend you seek the guidance. I have known that beyond prevention, there are still founder. You, yeah. There are. Those are the three places. Search.
Do you know of any other drow that have come above ground? Like, will they try to kill me?
The elves in general very strongly but just past the stars. I would be cautious. Have back trouble. Answer your. If yeah, there has been others. A rare sight. Side of. Afraid I don't know. Last.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. any of you
Going.
Want more dump from my part?
Nope. I'll wait
Um,
for Blythe to finish studying my books for that lore dump next session.
I think Vita's just gonna like take a few steps to the side with Libby and ask him if he's had any progress on the curse keeping him in this half form.
That is a rather delicate. I still have hopes. One day, I'll be able to. First, it's rather challenging.
It's been a few years. I just wondered if you'd found anything new. So, if we come across anything that might seem like it could help, I'll keep you in mind.
I know. I have heard whispers of art capable, great magical. I have no hope ever able to. But my research is for magical ways. I myself lies here. Eddie.
Well, I'll still keep my eyes open and my ears open too. And then I think she'll take Dara and find like probably one of the easiest books in the library and just start working on her with her letters and her simple words.
Actually,
If she's willing.
Karavida.
Oh, yeah.
Can I ask you
Yes.
a favor?
Of course, Libby.
He speaks to all of you. Part of my curse. If I ever happens, and but you can. What if I were to give you, ask you a favor from the
I mean, yeah, of
Anything.
course.
absolutely.
So, if at any time during my month, call it. Help me. I'll send you a spell. That okay?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
of course.
I'm happy.
Always.
Anyways, anything else you want to do, guys?
I think Blythe is
I'll
book
have
buried
to
for
wait.
the meanwhile.
Urist is waiting for someone to tell him where the House of the Black Hound is to pay him a visit, but otherwise he'll be at the bar.
Ned's shaking his ass to earn some gold.
Vita's just gotta find a artificer and a tool shop to get some tinker's tools so she can fix her stuff, but beyond that, not a whole lot. Anyone else?
I think, other than reading the books, Blythe would like to spend a little bit of time learning one of the spells from the spell book. She's not going to whip out the Necromancer spellbook yet. She wants to get a little trust between her and Libby before that comes out. So,
I'm gonna borrow a quill and some paper, and while Vita is not paying attention, I'm gonna go over to Blythe and just say, can you help me write something?
Absolutely.
So, when Vita was telling us her story, she said that she had to make marks on a paper, and that meant that her master owned her, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to do the same thing, but I want to make sure that she knows and that anybody else knows that the only person who owns Vita is Vita. Can you help me?
Yeah, absolutely. Blythe just looks at Dara and says, I think this is a wonderful idea. So Blythe's just going to write out a very basic contract of, like, this document hereby declares that blank line is the sole owner and manager of one Karavida. And then she's gonna, like, draw an X with, like, a line underneath it that's for the signature as well, and, like, a date signature. And she's gonna populate the, like, top line with Karavida, basically. Very, like, but, like, this is very vibes of, like, well, my dad's a clerk of the court, so I know how this works, kind of situation. And she's gonna give it to Dara and say, so what this does is, these words say that Crea, and she points to the top one that says Crea, is the owner and manager of Crea. She points to the second Crea, and then she's going to point to the line and say, all we need to do is Crea signs this, and it is her own contract.
Thank you! And I'm gonna give Blythe a big hug and then run over to Vita.
Neat.
Vita, I have a thing. I need you. So you said that it was a piece of paper that made somebody own you, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have a piece of paper too, and it says that the only person that owns you is you. You just need to sign it, and I'm just gonna, like, hand it to her.
Ida stares at it, and her lip starts to quiver, and her eyes start to water, and she throws her arms around Dara and just hugs her tightly and starts to let it out.
And I just hug her back while she cries. We're just in the middle of the library, just holding each other while we cry.
Oh.
Blythe is reading.
Why do you guys do this to me? Why do you think so lovable character?
So you won't kill us.
Exactly.
You lied to me. I thought this game was supposed to be killing monsters, not making friends.
No.
No, we're
Not healing trauma.
killing monsters of a different sort at the moment.
That's all I wanted to do.
Also, totally my headcanon that Blythe like writes like a middle school girl with the like super big letters and like the like very like crisp like takes way too long to write the like non-script letters.
Hearts
Does she
on the
have-
eyes.
Yeah, the perfect hearts dotting the eyes.
She's moved past that point, but like everything else is still middle school girl script.
100%. That's how I write.
And you know what? Ida and Dara, you both gain inspiration.
Aww, that's so
Aww.
sweet.
You guys have to remember me that inspiration
I love it. Very cool. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, guys, is there one last scene you guys want to do before we call up for the night?
I think with last session with Ned's with the breakdown there and then this, I don't know that we really have a better way of bookending the session.
Yeah. Plus, now we can like spend time in the off time of like figuring out what the fuck we're doing in Mons Domos for a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If you guys want to talk on Messenger and just get our priorities straight, see exactly what we want to do next session, that will be best for me, so I can plan and give more details and more focus on exactly what to do, so that way the chat session is complete.
Right.
No, it was an exploration session.
A lot of lore dump, but if you guys paid attention, there's a lot of I put a lot of seeds to to things that you
Oh.
guys can do.
Yeah.
How about the fact that the gods were people?
Yeah, I'm here for that.
I'm
Right.
rewriting
That's-
Ned's. I'm rewriting Ned's questline, and Ned now is going to become a golden god.
Yeah, but
Mine was just
that is not common knowledge at all. That's like that's the vision from someone that lived for thousands of
Yeah.
years. Ask anyone else, like any human or elf, they are
Blasphemy and they kill you.
You guys are lucky that Blythe like loves you all the characters now because you've dropped her in a magic dragon's horde of books who's willing to teach her magic. I don't know that she would ever leave if she didn't care about the people.
I can take full credit for this one. I've always wanted a book dragon.
I love it. I love it so much. So yeah, we can talk and kind of figure out where we want to go next session with stuff.
Groovy.
And like talk about what we do in our downtime and our like figure shit out time.
Yep.
So that is it for tonight, I think, guys.
Yeah, it was a good spot.
Yeah. It was a good session. It was more of a build-up session, not much things happening, but you avoided a confrontation against some Kalango. Top-notch wizard in the universe. But, yeah,
he got to scritch his belly.
a lot of
You and your alligator dog.
An encounter that didn't devolve in murder. I am impressed.
Yeah, it was only petty larceny.
I was waiting for Ariel to have him like see us, like have him check his pockets after we started walking away.
I've learned the best way to avoid Dara trying to kill everybody is just bring an animal. Any kind of animal, any kind of non-humanoid creature, and she's like, we're besties.
Putty
Done.
and putty in their hands.
Oh,
Alrighty.
All right, gang.
On that
I gotta,
yawn, I'm gonna go sleep.
yeah, I gotta log off before my daughter wakes up at 3 in the morning. You guys have a good night.
Night.
You guys too.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Have a good
Discussion,
night,
friends.
guys.
Good morning to you.
Bye.
It's almost lunchtime, so I'll go make myself something to eat.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Okay.
Good night to everyone.
Bye-bye.
else. See you
Bye.
next week.